There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. Okay, time for a water walk. Time for a water. I'm not walking actually, I'm filling bottles with water. Water. Wow. It's humid. It's humid. Not much to do about that. It's very humid. Woo. Wow. Ooh, the water's clear. Am I rowing? I think so. Water's clear and it's got a fair flow to it. Now, well, yeah, it's more flow than last week, but not a lot more, so we'll just use our handy dandy pliers. Yes. There's a lot of ants here today, right where I'm sitting. We're not at it, but close. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. Boy, how's it going? Should refocus, I guess, eh? Refocus, re-expose. So, it's a much more lonely, well, I don't think it's lonely. I wouldn't say lonely, but it's a less populated water walk this week than last week. That was so great to have all the girls. I realized later that it was all girls that were with us. Girls are adventurous, yes! Anyway, it was great fun. I was really impressed by all of them, everyone. Adults, kids, everyone. They're so great and such great spirits, you know? Which I knew anyway, I knew all that anyway, but, you know, when you go up in a trail into, you know, it's not very far from this town, but it's, you know, it's the middle of a northern Thai highland forest. I'm not sure if jungle's the right word, but anyway, you know, there's things here. Anyway, I'm just going to show you something. Okay, so look, someone was here. Someone from the village, I don't know who, was here tidying up the well. And they even put some flowers there. You know? Because, you know, here's the thing. Can you see inside maybe? Oh, you can can you see through it? Not really. I don't want to disturb it. But the water comes out right there. Just under there. And before it was different, you know, it was coming out a different way, but this huge, it's not that big anymore, but this big tree, what do you call it, root ball, I guess? Look at those mushrooms growing now. That fell over and it changed the whole scenario. But they worked it out, both nature and the people. And this is what we got going now. It's working well. And this blue screen, or whatever you want to call it, is really just to keep dirt out, you know, bigger bits of dirt and stuff. I mean, silt and stuff gets in there, of course, right? And, but, you know, like right now it's running really clear, right? So like right now it's running really clear. But if it's, like raining hard and there's, you know, there'd be some water off the ground, a little bit, right? So much gets absorbed here, but then it can cloudy the water. Like sometimes, because this water from here and, excuse me, a whole bunch of other sources comes down to the house where I live in. It's the same water actually. Just that I don't drink that water. Gung suggested not. Just because it's so far, right? It's like a couple of kilometers at least of PVC pipes. So, and then you know, if I was doing that, then I wouldn't be able to do my beautiful water walks and meditation on water and nature. Anyway, so what was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna load up and let's see what comes. Okay. Okay, hello, bushu bushu. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I did the long view water today without too much talking. Let me talk a little bit, I guess, now. Can't seem to help it. Oh, I forgot something. Okay. Oh geez, so much is a buzz, eh? This last week. Not just this last week, but somehow something's elevated. Part of it has to do with that medical guy, American medical guy with the Italian name. I'm gonna have fun with not saying words because you never know, right? Anyway, I'm thinking of shifting my, like, I might have 2 YouTube channels, because I have 2 emails, like from Gmail, right? Yay, blessed Gmail. Anyway, I think I should do like one that's just about my guitars. Right? I should have maybe I'll do my other account and just make it all about guitars and instruments. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because I don't know, I just can't seem to help myself with my commentary on things, right? And some of that, I don't really care if I get shut down on YouTube. Except that I have all these videos of guitars. It's like, oh god, and I don't save them, right? Like, I don't save my, okay, there's some guitar videos that I do that I save, but not too many. See, here's the thing. If all my, maybe I shouldn't even bother. If all my guitar videos disappear, I'll just, because I have 4 guitars to sell right now, I'll just do more videos with those guitars. Maybe it'll be better. Anyway, but it's good to have as an archive for sure. People can look back and see what I'm building, and you know, like, cause the guitar making for me is like a, I don't want to overplay it, but it really is like a calling. I don't know what it's about. It's like when I was tanning deer hides, like brain tanning, eh? Both, I started brain tanning deer hides, I get hides from hunters, and then I was hunting myself and tanning hides, and I just did it, and it's like, wow, geez, with some, not just out of the blue, but with some assistance, but it really felt like, wow, I know how to do this. How's that possible? So I always think of things like ancestral memory and stuff. I'm not going to say a hard and fast thing about it, but I'm really interested in that sort of thing. Like, I think that things like knowledge and trauma, like, there's so much in social media, there's so much a buzz about trauma about the residential schools and stuff, right? Anyway, that's just, you know, exploded, you know, terrible. Anyway, yeah, so for me, guitars are like that, eh? Like, I just make them, I go, wow, this sounds really good, actually. Like, I'm willing to say at this point that I think my flamenco guitars, I used to have 2 really beautiful, I want to say they're better, but not better. Anyway, when I was playing more, I had a Yeri Flamenco Blanca, which is Japanese factory made, but Yeris were very small scale, right? This is a gorgeous guitar, actually, with friction pegs and everything. And then I had Alaskan Flamenco Negra, with a rosewood back and sides, and that was really beautiful too, you know. But for sure, I would say, can I say? I'm just gonna say it. I think my guitars are their equal, for sure. I think so. Anyway, so it's also, when you get into high-end guitar land, it's a little bit particular, right, as to personal taste and sounds and stuff. It's really particular. Anyway, so I have guitars and I like to make them, and so I have to sell them. I have a couple on sale, by the way, if anyone watching this. A couple of my Blancas. Actually, my 2 Blancas I put on sale. Really good price. Like, I don't have to say, like, I think my guitars are really low priced, right? Relatively speaking. Like, they're a lot more than a factory guitar, even a good factory guitar. But I think, relatively speaking, they're a reasonable price, you know, and I'm good with the price, actually. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's enough to keep, I mean, I don't really sell many though, so I just don't want to go too low, right? Then you don't want to undervalue your work, right? Anyway, it's a complicated thing, but big main goal is to, you know, sell them so I can get more materials, and I still need some more tools for my guitar making. Still need some more tools. But you know, I'm okay with what I have, but you know, every time I sell an instrument, I always upgrade my tools or add to my tool list. Tools, and anyway, yeah. It's getting close though. It won't be long before I have, really, I won't need anything particular. Just, you know, you always want to get a tool, but I mean, like, some of these are big price things, like, oh geez, just babbling now. So this water walk, the first half is me quiet and peaceful, listen to the birds. Second one's, hey, let's talk about guitars. Anyway, yeah, like, I think the next big purchase is a bending form, like I bend over a pipe, right? The really old style. But anyway, whatever. Okay, so point being, I was talking about my videos, so I'm thinking of doing that and making a dedicated YouTube channel for my guitars, and I'll just have to, I guess, download the videos I have and load them up onto the new YouTube channel. Give me something to do, eh? Yeah, anyway. So So that's that. Oh, so the other reason, so there's a reason for that, and that would be, see how gray is my hair today? Pretty gray, eh? Anyway, and that is that I just can't help myself these days with all the whatever going on, you know. The American doctor of Italian ancestry is in the hot seat. And one can't help but get the feeling that he's not the top brass in this. You know what I mean? Like he's becoming a sacrificial lamb or something. Anyway, well, we'll see about what that's all about. But there's, so on top of that, there's that guy. And then there's like stuff coming out about treatments, right? Treatments, especially, I mean, okay, there was one that Trump was flouting for a while, and then I think it's been used, it starts with an H, has been used to some success. Nothing's perfect, you know, who'd say that? But there's this other one that's really coming to the fore that looks like it may have really great treatment properties. And so the thing is, it's not just discovered like this month, right? People have been working on and talking about these treatments long before the vaccines came out, right? It's just an incredible story. And the potential for this. What was I calling it? I said to my friend Kyla, I think it was Kyla. Anyway, I said, holy shit, it's like a shit show in a dumpster fire. It's like, what the hell? Anyway, I don't go too much into it until I get my new guitar channel, but suffice it to say that if things go where they might be going, we'll see, who knows, I don't know. But you can't help but go, uh-oh. If things go that route, oh, there's going to be some splaining to do. And maybe jail terms and lawsuits galore. Money. Whole thing about money and billions of dollars being made and acquiescence of populations without questioning. You know, I just want to go back to normal, so I'm doing that. I'm like, oh, really? Don't you want to, like, I just want to take care of my health, so I'm doing some research, and this is I think is the choice for me. I don't know, that seems like a more reasonable tack, and fair enough. Do what you want to do, right? I think. But, yeah, anyway. My sister Robin and I, we go on about the kids, right? Anyway, I should, again, I'm walking into territory. It's kind of fun to be like on the edge, you know? Ooh, so edgy walking in my forest. Ooh, oh, that looked just like a snake, like one of the green snakes. It's not though, it's a leaf. Hey, there's some snakes here. I'm sure you might know about that. Tropical Southeast Asia. Snakes, cobras, kraits, vipers. Those are the main groups, I think, you know, like there's cobras, king cobras, reticulated cobras, monocled cobras. There's the one that spits, is that monocled? You know, like there's a cobra that like will spit in your eyes, like from a long way away. And you gotta be really careful, right? Some people, I'm sure, if they're in that kind of territory, wear safety glasses for that very reason. I don't know. No, I don't, but I don't really come across them much. So there's like those cobras. I think the king cobras are huge, right? But my understanding is, here's a couple of things. My understanding is that their venom isn't as strong as some of the other cobras. But if they envenomate you, it's like 10 times the volume, right? So they end up being the most dangerous of the cobras. But there's also a really common snake here. It's like a green, it's a viper, what's it called? Shoot. So I'm not a snake expert in the least. It's a green, there's some really green, really, not that big green snakes. if they have a green tail, then you're good, you know. Don't bother the snakes, though, leave them alone, jeez. But if they have like a brownish or reddish tail, give them a wide berth, because those ones are really, can really take you down. Oops, ugh, my stick's cut. What's this thing? Okay, I'm gonna cut this. Can I do this with one hand? See, there's a thing crossing the path. There's no live leaves on it or anything, so I don't think it's an issue to cut it. There it goes. Boom. See, kendo's more useful than people think, is what I always say. Anyway, yeah, so wow, it's really interesting time for me. I don't know, I'm quite jazzed up about it. I've been watching all these videos about that element, not an element, but that thing, what would you call it? The concoction, you know, that originates from a golf course in Tokyo, near Tokyo. Won't name it, starts with a 9. I'm really interested in that. Looks like it's really interesting things coming out, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Yeah, but if that one is, if that's actually viable and they knew about it a year ago, oh my god. I mean, it's just like a movie. Like if you did it in a movie, they go, oh, come on, that's not real. It's like, maybe. Anyway, so this whole walk back is all talking. You know what I'm going to do? On my description, I'm going to say, look, the first half is me filling bottles and not talking. The second half is me walking down the trail and talking the whole damn time. So pick your poison, as they say. Or both, you know, maybe it's a nice balance. Anyway, so I guess I'm coming to the end of the beautiful forest trail. So listen, you know, up in all my compatriots in the north, it's getting sunny up there now. So get out in the sun, for Christ's sakes. There's no question that vitamin D is good for you anyway. And for this current mess, it seems without question. And you know, all that. Okay, so signing off. Ciao for now. See you on the flip side. À la prochaine.